And we're back with TSPN, and we have a couple of FFAers here. Why don't you give the intro?
We have Hannah Billows and McKayla Mondani. Hi, girls.
Hi.
Nice to see you this morning.
Nice to see you.
You guys look sharp.
Thank you.
Your ag jackets, those are cool, and your skirts.
Look very professional.
Very
in your
professional.
FFA outfit.
Thank you.
Very much. So you're here today to talk about some fundraisers you have, but before we do that, let's talk a little bit about FFA and what that involves. So you've been involved how many years?
For 2 years.
And same thing with you?
I've been involved for 4 now.
4
I
years.
got a test. You know what FFA means?
Future Farmers of America.
Okay, you got that.
Duh. Who doesn't know that?
You never know.
Okay, and so you do lambs, I asked, and you do steer. Very good. And how much does a steer get? You told me.
I've gotten 7,000 to 8,000 last year.
That's so amazing. I had no idea they were worth that much.
Yeah.
But it does cost money to do it, so
Yeah.
it's not all clear, right? The profit.
Right.
And how much do you get for a lamb?
I get anywhere from like $800 to $1,000.
Yeah, cool. And teaches you guys. Tell me some of the things that you've learned as a result of being in the FFA. We'll start with you.
It just teaches you a lot of responsibility and how to follow through with what you commit to.
That's excellent. Great life skills. How about you?
Well, I've went to speaking competitions with FFA, so I've learned to speak better. And then I go and do leadership conferences, so we learn to be leaders for the agriculture world.
Yeah.
And then with raising my steer, I've learned responsibility.
That's excellent.
You
Those are
tour
those
in
great
different
skills.
schools, right?
Yeah.
So you FFAers and Argonaut and Amador do a lot of activities together?
We do some stuff together, and then we have our separate stuff. So when we go to the leadership conferences and the speaking competitions, it's all of us with other schools also.
Yeah, you two appear very comfortable with each other, so
Yeah.
it's more like a friendship. And sometimes you get high schools, separate high schools, and it's like they're standoffish. So.
And we have that Amador County Ag Boosters, which is Amador High School and Argonaut High School combined. So it's both parents. All the parents from both schools get together, and that's our Ag Boosters program.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you
That's
get
awesome.
rid of some of that competition
Yeah.
Yeah,
between
exactly.
the schools.
It's good to have a little competition. Sometimes it gets carried away, though. So, okay, so tell us about your fundraisers.
So we have the Amador County Ag Boosters FFA Dinner and Dance coming up April 13th at 6 p.m. It's at the Evelyn Bishop Hall, and we have live entertainment. We have the It's All Good Band, and we will have great raffle and auction items, handmade barbecue barrels from Argonaut FFA, and
Awesome.
handmade tables and chairs from Sutter Creek FFA.
We
Cool.
also have tickets for the Sonoma Raceway, and then River Cats tickets, a family fun pack to Pier 39, and then raffle prizes and auction prizes from local wineries and local businesses.
Great. That's excellent. How much is a ticket to go to this dinner? $20. So
Yeah, $20 a person, or a cost for a table of 8 is $144.
Okay.
Or a table for 12 is $216, and you can get a table for 16 for $270.
Great. That's a good deal, actually. Good. And then you have a second fundraiser coming up, too. What was that?
Yeah, on May 31st, we're having the River Cats fundraiser, and it's for the Ag Boosters, and it's the Friday night game, so you can go to the River Cats website for more information, and it's, the monies raised are just, a lot of the money is going to be used to sponsor classes at the Amador County Fair that are currently unsponsored.
Is the FFA program safe in the schools? I know a couple of years ago they were talking about defunding some of the classes, so what's it look like? You got any idea?
I think for now at Argonaut, they're staying.
Amador's good for right now. We do our fundraising to try to pitch in as much as possible, so we're good for right now.
Yeah, I know a couple of years ago they were going around fundraising and people were actually kicking in money to keep
Yeah.
the teacher there. So
Yeah.
I think our community is real good about that.
So were you in FFA?
I was in FFA for 1 year because we moved up here and no FFA program at that time. But I was the chapter green hand when I was in my first year. You guys know all about that, right?
Yeah.
What is that?
What's the chapter green hand?
The Green Hand is a first-year member, so it's mainly freshmen, and then there's also like a Star Green Hand, which is you're the freshman who's most involved and you get the most points and stuff.
Okay, cool. That was you, huh? I had a feeling.
Yeah.
That's great.
But we came up here and I had to go back to 4-H, and I hate to sound like it was going backwards, but kind of when you've worn the blue jacket, it kind of felt like that. So,
Yeah.
how about you guys? If you had to go back to 4-H, I mean, 4-H is a great program. But
I did Grange, so
Oh, you did?
yeah.
Well, Grange is a great program. But if you had to go backwards, it almost feels like that once you, because FFA is kind of like the high school program.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I mean.
Guess you had to be there.
Yeah.
So you guys, it sounds like you really love what you do, and that's awesome. And
Yeah.
teaches you so many great skills. I mean, leadership, public speaking, responsibility, follow through. I mean, some adults need to learn that.
Yeah.
That's good.
And Hannah, you're the reporter for your club,
Yeah.
so you got to put together a newsletter and all that?
We do like a weekly flyer, and then I go and talk to businesses about getting donations for the dinner and fundraising opportunities. And
And McKayla, you said you're a sophomore?
I'm a senior now.
Senior. So what's your activity in your club?
Well, I'm the president for my second year, so I get to go and help whatever I can, and it's my second year doing it, like I said, and it's like this is the best thing that's happened to me in my high school. I've came out of my shell.
That's
It's got to
awesome.
really help you
That's
with
great.
leadership skills.
So are you guys both pursuing farming when you graduate high school? Or agriculture?
I graduate in June, and I'm planning on attending Modesto Junior College, where I can become an ag teacher.
Oh, great.
So I'd like to come back and give back like my teachers have for me.
Awesome. And you're not, I know you said you're
yeah,
not
I'm
quite
not
sure yet.
exactly sure.
Yeah. Can you see yourself doing something like this? So, yeah.
Yeah.
What's some of the challenges? Because when you're dealing with animals, they can be a challenge. But when you're dealing with people, they can be a challenge.
Oh, yeah.
They're different kind of animals. So what's some of the challenges you faced over your time in FFA?
There's a lot of, you have to really come out of your shell and be able to experience new things, or you're not going to have fun.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
How about you, Michaela?
Well, with working with people, I've learned that sometimes it's not the easiest thing in the world. You can't always get what you want when it comes to talking to them. And then with working with my animal, they can always be stubborn, so just like human beings.
Yeah.
Yeah, people and animals are much alike.
Yeah, in that respect, aren't they?
It's unfortunate, but a lot of people never got a chance to learn how to play in the sandbox. So.
Yeah,
And
don't play with others.
That's where your skills come in, that you're learning how to deal with people, and sometimes you just have to overcome that.
Yep.
Yep. So one more time on the date of this, as we're going to wind up here, one more time on the date of your event here.
The date is April 13th, and it is at 6 p.m. at the Evelyn Bishop Hall. We have a live auction, entertainment from the It's All Good band, and it starts at 6 p.m., like I said.
And where can you buy tickets?
We have tickets available from Argonaut High School or Cedar Creek High School from any FFA member, or you can call Amanda Mondani at 209-296-7041.
Excellent. Okay, good.
It's the all-new Evelyn Bishop Hall.
The all new, yes. We're going to be right back, and stay tuned.